Hi, my name is Bogdan, I'm the owner of DNN Sharp. In this video, I will show you how you can create a rotator with a personalized and up-to-date experience using my tokens. So I will just start by creating a new rotator. And then I will create a new slide. And here I want to display a welcome message. So I'll put a text and I will say hello. But I don't want to say just hello, I want to personalize it for current user. And I can get the first name of the current user like this. User double column first name. And now my slide loads and it says hello super user. Super user is my first name. Now next I want to display some maybe a summary for this user account. Let's say I make a rotator about my site, which is about bikes. So I sell bicycles and I want to tell the user how many bicycles he has and what's the status of reparation, let's say. And let's say that I need that information in many places. So what I will do is I would use my tokens to create like a summary and then use that in multiple places. My tokens should be under admin. If it's not, you just install it, then you have to add the module to the page. It's called my tokens. And then this will create the admin button. So now it should also be under admin. And now you can just delete this module. So I will go into admin, my tokens, and I will create my dashboard. First, it will ask me to create a namespace. So I will just say bikes. This is my namespace, and here in this namespace, I will create a token called summary. And this I will make a constant string. What does it mean? This is a text, and this is all. And here I put the contents and say, let's say you have 2 bikes, all are working, 3 repairs last month, something like that. I can also maybe put some HTML here. And maybe make this bold. Okay, so now that I have this token, I save it. I can click here to test it and see what it returns. I can see it as the HTML and see how it will look like. And now I take this token and I will put it into my rotator. So I want to say hello first name, but then I want to say his summary. And now you see, hello super user, you have 2 bikes, all are working, 3 repairs last month. And maybe I will just adjust the width here. Okay. And maybe I'll just add more space here. And maybe I'll make this maybe also bold. Okay, so now it says hello super users, and here I have my summary. Next, I want to get these numbers from the database, so I don't want to hardcode them like I did here, because this will be specific for each user. So what I will do, I'll create a new table and I'll just assume that that table is maintained by a module. So I did this bikes table and here I have a user ID. I'll put 1, which is the super user, and here it says the bike count. Let's say I have 4 bikes. How many repairs did I do last month? Maybe I did 10 repairs. And how many functional bikes I have? Let's say that only 1 of them is functional. And now I have this record and I want to wire it up in the rotation. So I will just create a new token and I will say I will make a database query to extract data from the table I've just created. So let's say statistics. Let's call it statistics. Okay, and I say it's a database token. And now I will write the token. I will write the query. Select all from bikes where user ID equals, and here I will use the current user like this. And now I have to choose which columns do I need. So I will just go here and take all the columns. So I'll take the pie count, I'll take the last month, and I will take the functional bikes. Okay, and I save this. So now I have a database token, and when I click it, you'll see it brings me the number from the database. So how many bike count do I have? 4. How many repairs last month? 10. How many functional bikes? 1. So I will just take these tokens and use them in this other constant token, in the summary token. So where it says you have 2. So I will just grab this bike count. And then how many functional bikes do I have? I will just grab this one. And then how many repairs last month? I will just grab this one. And I will save it. Now if I test it, I should see the new numbers: 4, 1, 10. And I'll go back to the front end, I will refresh. And you see you have 4 bikes, 1 is working, 10 repairs last month. And now if I go into the database and I change this to 3, I just sold 1. And now I go back and refresh, you'll see I have 3 bikes. Of course, this will do a query on every refresh, but you can easily customize this. For example, I can make the database token have a caching time. And this will need to be per user because each user will have its own values. So I can make it, I can make the cache time per user, and let's say that I want 10 seconds. And I will save it. And now if I go to the backend, I refresh it, it still says 3. I go to the database, I say 2. I sold 1 more, and now I refresh. It still says 3, and it will say this for 10 more seconds. You see, it already refreshed, so now it says 2. So you can leverage with my tokens, you can leverage where the content comes from and how long it should be cached, and keep it up to date. For example, in my case, maybe I want this token to update once a day. It would just be enough. Next, I want to make a recommendation to the user. So I want to recommend him a new bike. And I will do that by getting maybe a bike from Amazon, like for example this bike. But I don't want to hardcode the price, so I want to take the price from here. I can hardcode the image, that will not change, the title will not change, but the price may change. So I will show you how you can scrap the price from this site. First I will grab the image. So here I have the image, and I can use it in my rotator. I can either put it on this slide, or maybe I'll just create a new slide. And I'll put the image URL here, and then I will try to get the price. Maybe I should center it a little. And then I will try to get the price from Amazon, and I will add a text that should go maybe under the image, and it will say recommended bike, or let's say price. So this will give me the price of the bikes that I recommend on my site. And this is a token I have to create. It's not already there to get the price. But before that, I want to also maybe try to balance this on the page. Okay, save. Now it should say that I don't have that token. So you see, data source recommended by does not exist. I'll just move it up a little. Okay, and now I will go and create this token. So I start by creating a new namespace here, and I will call it recommended bike. Okay, and here I will create a token named price, and what I want to do is to make an HTTP request, and then I will put the URL of the bike to this page. I can put the query string parameters here, but I will just leave them in the URL, no post, no HTTP, and then I want to parse the response, for example with a regex or using a XPath. I'll just use regex in this case. Next, and now it asks me for the regex expression, so I will just go here and maybe take a look where this price appears. I will take a look at the page source and see how I can match the title, the price. Okay, so here is this price. So probably I just can match it by this class. I will try that, and if it doesn't work, I will try something else. Okay, and I want to extract everything that's in here. Okay, and I will just save this, and I will test it and see what it gives me. Okay, I see return the price, but also it returned some other stuff that I didn't want. So probably I should have made it eager. Now it so I will just go and under regex, I think like this. Let's see. Yes, this is it. So now I have the price range into a token, and of course I could make a caching time, let's say 60 seconds, or let's take it every 1 hour, and this can be global per host. There's one bike for all users, one price for all users, so that I don't need to get it per user. Okay, it's also cached, so now it will be ultra fast. So first time it takes some time until it loads, you see, please wait. But then the second time, you see, it just take it from the cache. No, it doesn't do a request, it doesn't do the parsing anymore. So now that I have the price, actually I can just go back, refresh the page, and it will say, hello super user, you have these bikes, and then on slide 2 it will say that this bike costs this much. And I can also put the link to the Amazon, maybe with a referral, so I can take some money out of this. This is just a short glimpse of what you can do with my tokens in terms of making this personalized experience and make it dynamic and don't have to manage it constantly. And of course, there are a lot of more things you can do with my tokens with or without the rotator. I hope this helps. Thank you for your time.